there one moment that you, in Poland, that you, I had this moment that I remember that very vividly, and I use it a lot, is when I really realized something about myself and grew from that experience. Was there a moment like that for you?
There were a whole lot of moments like that for me. We get in our little bubble here, and I just had I had a lot of great conversations with people. Luckily, I knew Spanish, so kind of like I was lucky enough to be able to talk to people from other countries. There's a lot of English-speaking countries too, but their English is like Scottish and Wales, and it's a little bit difficult. But the women's teams that I got to talk to spoke Spanish and stuff. And, it's kind of like it would trip me out. Like the things that they went through. There's one girl that I talked to, and they're all pretty young, 19, and I kind of took that opportunity for myself because that was my target. My target audience was in 19, 20, 24, 20, those girls. And one night we just sat and we just walked around in circles, and just kind of told her my story, and she told me hers. And for me, it was like the power of like my experience, and it's kind of, I don't want to make this sound like what I look like is like an asset to me in the sense that I don't look like I did drugs. I look pretty young for my age. Like all these things, I don't know. Like it kind of like serves as attraction between me and other people. And so like to tell her my story and stuff, and for her to be like, "What the hell? Like there's no way I could ever believe it. Like you're not 31. You don't have 4 kids. There's no way you did drugs. There's no way you got beat up like that. There was no way all those things, And so then I reinforced God and how the role that God played in my life, and like to see like that, and like her story was nothing like mine, but nonetheless she felt a sense of hopelessness. Her mom was me. Her mom was exactly like me, and so like those like situations like that. Then she gets her friends coming along, and then I got these like little four Argentinian girls around me, and they're just amazed by like, wow, like how did you do that, and for that it really reinforced to me like what I want to do, like what I want to do with my experience. And I got to talking to a lot of people and trying to share other things about myself too, and it's just like it was really crazy how they could look at me and be like, whoa, like there's freaking hope, like literally I would tell them like I've got my face burned, my nose broken, my cheeks broken, like all this stuff, and I'm like, and if you don't think there's any hope for anything, like it's just kind of just believing in that something like bigger than you. And so they started calling me their mom, which is a little funny. It's those situations like that. And honestly too, when we first got there, in all these different countries and these different flags, and they walk around the pitch, and you just see like, whoa, like these are like humans who live life and who have given the same life, and the opportunities might be better, the opportunities might be worse. Sometimes it's different because of the fact that they don't know any better. We might think we're missing something because we're so used to having so much here, and it's so different for them. But like just to see like the value of a human life, and how, despite anything, something so simple or so big as soccer, like it's seriously a celebration of life and hope. And the whole experience, I think was that for me. Life is bigger. My eyes are open, way more, to than just right here in front of me right now. And I'm kind of like I'm trying to keep that. I'm trying to keep that as much as I can right now, and it's been hard because the first thing I do is I go straight to work, and it's just like, man, you get right back to your little. And I don't want that. I don't want to lose this feeling. I do not want to forget this feeling. I've been stuck on Facebook, like, oh man, just trying to like keep myself present in that moment. Because I just don't want to lose that. I don't think, like you guys have said before, unless somebody has gone through that, there's no way that you could ever explain like how you can describe some details, but there's no way to ever explain like how that experience has changed my life, like ever. Like I cannot put into